There we are. Alright, let me get set up here. There we are. Now, this was originally going to be a morning stream with a side of coffee, but I kind of drank it all already, and that was a bonk. Sorry about that. But I kind of already drank it all before I actually started the stream. So it's just going to be a morning stream without any coffee. But that's probably for the best. Let me actually get my bird brain sorted out here and figure out what the heck I'm doing. Because I have a problem with not actually doing that. There we are. I know what the heck am I doing. He looks so goofy. Actual cartoon character behavior. Dude, you're getting some heartburn now. That's not good. So that's going that way. That's an eraser. That's not what I need. That's more akin to what I actually need. Actually, it's exactly what I need. So this little tuft of hair is going this way, this one's going this way, so it's going to be just kind of down the middle. Oh, come on. See, there are a few things that I do not like about Ibis, and the fact that if you hold it down for just a moment, it just kind of changes your color. That is one of the things that I am not a big fan of. I'm starting out with some cramps in my left hand, but I seriously need to actually just get work done, so I'm gonna not mind those. Because holy moly, have I just been procrastinating since this month even started. Now we're like 10 days in, and I still have a lot of work to actually do. I'm not great with anything. I made his hair too low down. Alright. Beak behavior. This one's just gonna be... There we go. Pretty straight. Whoa, I just completely messed up all my words there. Pretty straightforward facing. There we go. Don't know how I messed those words up. They're very simple words, actually. At the very least, he's a very fun character to draw, so I am happy to draw him every time. And I'm still in love with the heart motifs. I just love to mess around with shapes, and I need to actually do that with more characters. I mean, I just, in general... Sorry about that. In general, need to actually make more finalized... I say finalized. Just generally better designs for a lot of the characters, because a lot of them don't even have their own concept arts yet. I'm working on one for Glade right now, which I am actually very happy with. It's still a rather simple design, but it also just looks generally good. It also just has the general bandit aesthetic that I'm going for, because she's a bandit. And before you ask, yes, she did rob a bank. A lot of cars going outside today as well. I mean, they're not overly intrusive or loud or anything, but there are a lot of them. I think it's a fine amount, though. Not too bad. Does that match up? Yeah. That's cursed. Yeah, I might have to move him. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to move him. Oh dear. He's beating his wing down. Which means gonna need more in-betweens. So many in-betweens. Thus is the life of an animator. No, his hair comes to a stop and the rest of his body stops, so... Well, a little bit after, because it's just kind of moving on its own. Because that's how hair works, kind of. It's complicated. Did I make his head too tall? I think I made his head too tall. That's a weird goof that I have not done before. Wait, shit, that actually looks good. I don't know why I changed. Oh, come on. I don't know why I changed that. Oh, now I've completely lost power over my own ability to scroll. Are you kidding me? Yeah, Ibis is extremely scuffed. There are a lot of things that I don't like about it, and I definitely need to stop using it after I get this animation done. Like, I definitely need to change softwares to something else. Though most of what I found is very complicated, at least for my monkey brain. I'm very stupid, you see. So I like something that's simple and easy for me. But Ibis is very scuffed. It's so weird when things change, at least whenever you don't really expect them. Like, you step away from something for a while, and then you come back to it and it's completely different from how you left it. It's not like the sudden changes that happen in life, it's more like gradual changes that happened whenever you weren't looking. That certain leitmotif reminds me of Undertale, the song. Yeah, so this is a song from Undertale Yellow, a fan-made prequel of Undertale. It is called Snowfall. It is actually used for the the Snowden segment of the game, because it has its own little Snowden area. It's very nice. I definitely recommend it. But yeah, it's also nice to see you. Glad of you, that's not proper grammar. Nice of you to drop in today. So I've just been yapping while trying to actually figure out what the heck I'm doing. Because that does not look right at all. That looks a bit better, but still not exactly on the money. Done doing woo dailies anyway, and have nothing to do no more. I don't know what those are, but that's nice, I think. I'm assuming that's a nice thing. Oh no. I've messed that up a little bit. Because that's supposed to go up there. That goes down there. There we go. That's a bit better. Wuthering waves. I don't know what wuthering waves are. Sorry, I'm very dumb. I don't know many things. So, well, I have to excuse that a little bit. That's not what that's shaped like. It needs to be a little... Oh no, that's not right. A game, basically. Oh. Yeah, I've not heard of that one. Okay, this needs to be a little bit thicker to match the overall shape that I'm going for here. Yeah, because this little area is a bit bigger. Little piece of the clothing. Alright. Needs to pop out just a little more. There we go, I think that's a bit better. Now it's too big. Yeah, that works. Alright, it's time for buttons. Those buttons are too small. So I can never seem to get... do you have any socials? I don't think I've linked any yet, but I do have them, yeah. I tried to see them and some at the same time, and it did not go well. I've got I know I've got like a... Yeah, I've got a Twitter, but that's pretty inactive, so... I don't ever really end up using it. And I've still not made a Discord or anything yet, either. There's a lot of things I still need to set up. I am zoning out again. I am just scrolling around and not making any progress. Okay, so... Wings flap downward. I'm gonna duplicate that real quick. They'll be right back in just a moment. I'm back. Sorry about that. Do I have the opacity up all the way? I think I already do, don't I? Yes, I do. Now let me move you a little to the left here so I have just a little more to work with. There we go, that's better. Now, proper layering still. Alright, so I need that to be just about the same. So it's more or less the same angle here. So most of what's changing here is probably... Oh yeah, the hip movement most definitely. And like obviously the hip movement, the leg movement, and also the wings. So that's what's going to be changing here. So that's kind of swinging over here. So I'm going to get it started right here. That's too small. Hang on. That is not very great. That should be a little bit better. Oh no, not again. See, Ibis is always fighting me. I have a very love-hate relationship with Ibis Paint. Mostly hate. I'm kidding. Partially kidding. Okay, well, it depends on the day. So that's going from straight bend that way to a curve that way. So I guess just having it be straight might be the best play. Though I'm not really sure, because having stuff just be straight with transitions and in-betweens sometimes has the risk of looking a little stiff. I mean, if it's just for an in-between, I'm sure it's fine. But still, it's a risk. There's a lot of risks. I mean, you've got to take them, but still. Though a lot of the animation so far has been honestly pretty suck-ass, but it's been a learning experience. Definitely a lot to actually learn from it, and I have. I'm already excited. That is not a word. I'm already excited to actually start more projects after this one. After a small animation break to do other actual, just illustration things. Because once you've done animation for a while, you want to take a small break from it at least. That's just gonna go straight. That's a bit too thick. I think that works a little bit better. Oh, bump. You have any fighting animation yet? That is actually what this is. My first proper animation is an attempt at a fight animation, which is very lackluster. I am aware it's not great, but considering my level and where I'm at, it's not that bad so far. But But that's definitely one of the things that I want to get really good at. Considering the animation series that I want to make has a lot of action focus in it, and also a lot of adventure focus. So I need to be very good at illustrating the ideas and also executing them very well. Just a lot of stuff that I actually have to learn how to do. That might be a better adjustment. There we go. But right now, I am most definitely still a novice, with a lot to learn. Nitoryu pose. Oh, two-sword style. Oh, like One Piece? I know Riptide has two swords. But he generally doesn't clash them against other swords. The shark. Yeah, something I like with his ideals, if we jump a little forward in the storyboard here, he will use it to clash against blades and abilities if he has to, but it's generally to try and cut through them, rather than to actually clash against them. Like here, they clash together. Like, Riptide clashes against Quinn's, aura that he's got going on here. His weird aura cloak. And he just sends him flying. Like, he breaks through the aura. He doesn't actually damage him, but he definitely pushes him back and severely damages the aura, because his blades and his strategies are all about cutting, cleaving, and damaging. He'd much rather take the attacks directly head on while dishing out significantly more damaging counterattacks to his enemies. The guy reminds me of Edgar from Brawl Stars. I don't think I've actually played that. I don't know who that is. So hello, Can Dry? I don't know what you'd prefer it to be called, but welcome in. How you doing today? But I'm gonna hop back to the actual current in-betweens that I'm on. Edgar uses his scarf to attack instead. Now that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't think I have any ideas for anyone who uses a scarf to attack. But I don't know. There's a lot of characters that may come up. You never really know. Right. So his talons are gonna be kind of just going downward, I think, at this angle. Now that looks weird. That's a bit better. I'm still not great with his talons. Chained hidden blade, Kratos fighting style. Oh. I know there's a few characters that I've got in mind that have hidden blades and chains and stuff, but nothing obviously not the just straight up blades of chaos. Alright, these don't really change with the angle. Their angle doesn't really change, so I'm gonna keep that. No, not again. Come on, Abyss. There we go. Keep that relatively the same. Yeah, alright. It's a little outstretched, but I think it's fine. And now for the wings. For the wangs. Yeah, like the inside of hidden blades have a mechanism Oh, like the inside of the hidden blade is a mechanism that shoots out of the blade with chains. Shoots out of, oh, like chains come from the blade. Oh, like the Blades of Chaos? Or like different? Because it sounds like the Blades of Chaos. Give it just the tiniest little arch as it's going downwards. And I think that works decently fine. I'm not really sure about that. Oh, I know why I'm not sure about that. Because it's not correct. So first off, I need to move where this guy actually is. He needs to be right here. For now, at least. Kratos throws his blade with a super strength. While this one are from steam mechanisms. Oh. Oh, no, okay, I think I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's really cool. I have a lot of steampunk ideas in mind for one of the arcs and a few of the characters. I can't wait to mess around with that stuff. One of the things I'm very excited to do, aside from just the world building itself, is actually incorporating that into the story. Like, for example, having a lot of, like, say, elements, gems, and metals that can be used to enhance your own fighting style, give you an advantage over your opponent. Things that kind of all really tie very well into each other. It's one of the more exciting things for me. But it's also just because I'm a strategical nerd whenever it comes to battle animations and stuff like that. Basically repurpose grappling hook, but with blades instead. Yeah, that makes sense. That is pretty cool. I like that. I think for a lot of, like, yeah, there are a lot of blades in this, but there are also a lot of guns, just straight up. Mostly just because I think it's really cool. Like, one of the ways to actually show off a character having getting stronger is showing off, like, the amount of actual, just, I say fodder, guys, but it's also, like, technology that they can face off against as well. Like, a character early on might not be able to 1v1 a tank, like an actual just straight up tank, but later on, you know, can take a dozen tanks at once with relative ease. Just an easy way to actually show off whether or not a character's gotten stronger. Okay, I'm doing something wrong with this. It's the joint. Nah, that looks weird. No, but it's pushing downward. Just like Zoro being able to cut a ship into two. Yeah. Or like whenever we see Mihawk way back in East Blue, he just slices a galleon with ease. Then we see Zoro at the start of time skip do the same. Oh no, my entire leg's going numb. Hang on a moment. But yeah, as cool as it is to have a bunch of strong characters fight each other, I don't know how great that is for actually showing off a sense of scale. Yes, you can do that with collateral damage, but not every enemy has super big collateral attacks. As much as a good few of them probably will. Alright, what am I doing wrong here? Usually the wings aren't this tedious to work with. Bro, Mihawk rolling level 2200 with his level 1000 account. I know there's like a meme out there, there's like an image where it's like a bunch of characters. I think like one of them was Kaido getting jumped by the scabbards, and he was like, I had the hardest fight. And then one of them was like Big Mom against the entire Straw Hat crew, like, I had the hardest fight. And then it just cuts to Zoro versus Prime Mihawk and East Blue. It is just like, we all know who had the hardest, most unfair fight. Like, if Mihawk woke up on the wrong side of the bed, Zoro would not be here. Did I get it? Did I figure it out? Did I crack the code? I found the magician's code. Oh, that was loud. I found the magician's code, boys. That still doesn't look right. Oh, what the heck? Oh, it's because it's doing like a complete flip in its shape. That's the problem. So it needs to be maybe a little more evened out. Yeah, because Helenus Prime in this era. Since a Roger era, he probably was still climbing. That's fair. Because it seems implied that he's around, somewhere around Emperor level. Yonko status, since he's got the... I think it's like 3 million berry bounty. But also being in the Cross Guild seems to give you just a slight buff to your bounty at least. But that's also because of credit, because, you know, part of a Yonko crew. I'm still waiting for Buggy to actually awaken his devil fruit. Can't wait to figure out it was actually just a mythical zone the whole time. Oh dear, how do I get rid of you? Yeah, don't click any links. How do I get rid of you? Yeah. Hang on, I think I have to open it up on my PC. That's a bit of a nuisance. However... how do I ban you? Sorry, I've never had to actually ban someone before. Oh, ban. There we go. Cool, I figured it out. Yippee, I've finally drawn blood. Does this make me a real streamer now? Alright, now back to the actual art. Oh, wait, I should probably actually make that a ban term. That would do the job for me. Need a mod? Yeah, probably. But I'm also very small at the moment, so I don't know if it's entirely necessary yet. Like, that's the first time that's actually happened. And even in bigger streams that I'm in, it doesn't happen very often. I think it should be fine for now. But if things get out of hand or anything gets worse, then I'll probably have to look into it. Though I'd hate to burden anyone else with my complete lack of actual scheduling. I'm very inconsistent at the moment. And I'm just doing that thing where I scroll around again instead of actually doing anything. Yeah, it's still on the left side. So I will do that. And back. Now, what the heck was I? Ah, beak. Okay, so what direction's it right now? So it's like, I guess mid-rotation, kind of. Oh no. There we go. That's a little small. Let's upsize it just a bit. That looks better, I think. He looks really derpy at this angle no matter what. It's the Birdman weapon? Let's see. His weapon, at least in this fight, he can shoot feather bullets. Now, they're only regular feathers, so they're not very tough, but they're very fast and they're very sharp. So they're like feather bullets. Fast like bullets, and sharp like blades. Though he generally doesn't use a whole lot of offensive options since he's more of a defensive support type. He'd much rather heal and help than actually deal any damage to hurt people. Just not his preference. Polka type? Definitely a flying type. Flying fairy, maybe, but probably just flying type. Oh wait, no. Flying type and dragon type. Definitely dragon type. Ah, his hair is still blowing. Oh wait, why am I worrying about his hair? There are more pressing things to worry about at the moment. Like his stupid, derpy little eyes. Much more important. There we go. What? I didn't even hold it down that time. Come on. You're just fighting me here. Alright, here we are. Do have a human phoenix hybrid. Grand Knight, former general. Ginzal Lafronix. Ah. This guy's not actually a phoenix. Phoenix is just his name. Those wings are pretty representative of some phoenix wings, at the right angle at least. Like, I don't have his concept art pulled up right now. Not concept art, reference sheet? I guess it's the same thing, but I don't have the reference sheet pulled up right now. But that is the best example of the phoenix wings. Just looking generally phoenix-like, at least that was the reference that I used for drawing them. Because originally, considering since this is the first bird character that I've really drawn, I didn't know exactly how I wanted to texture the wings. So I settled on phoenix wings as a reference. But I think they look very pretty, so I'm very happy with them. But I'm also just very happy with this design in general. Even Eevee looks incredibly derpy. I think it's hilarious. I also love just drawing hair all flowy like, and messing around with curvature whenever drawing as well. I'll try to avoid straight lines usually. Sometimes they'll be very helpful and even make a scene look even more dynamic if used in the right way. Like, if you're drawing a little hallway, for example, that can look very dynamic. But I will generally try to do more arches and curves just because that's my general preference and I have a lot more fun drawing it that way. I also just like how it looks. And I'm doing that thing again I need to actually draw. And that looks a bit better. But yeah, I have so many ideas that I can't wait to actually get to bring to life. Even if it'll take forever. It will happen, so. I'm just very excited for a lot of that. Lefranc. Oh no, I've messed up the size again. It's a bit better, but also not entirely accurate yet. There we go. Bit better. Ah, right. I should probably erase that actually. just so I actually remember that that's not where that's layered. Though I probably would have remembered it anyway. I really just never can speak it. Looks smaller there. Too small. There we go. That's much better. A great sword on each side. Oh, wait. The Night Guy has cool high-tech magic sword, having 3 sharp spikes that can spew out flames to make his slash stronger. Works like thruster and for fire control. A great sword on each side. Sorry, I can read like a whole thing and then just not process any of it. My brain's very stupid like that. I take a magic sword, 3 sharp spikes, spew out flames. Oh, just big fire sword. Yeah, alright. One of the main premises for this series' combat system, and just writing in general, is that it's very loosely based on the chakras of like, I think it's Buddhism, Hinduism, it's one of them. It's disgraceful actually that I've even forgotten, but it's very, very loosely based on that. But essentially, as you unlock chakras, you gain more like abilities directly related to the experiences that you went through to unlock those chakras. So your powers are a reflection of yourself. And your experiences into who you are. So whenever two evenly matched opponents battle, and analyze each other's abilities, they can kind of get a bit of a better read for each other. It's like one big ol' conversation, but with fists and fire blasts rather than words. I like the concept. I think it's cool. Now, normally with chakras, you have to kind of unlock them all in order, but with this series, you can kind of do them in any order. More so just to give it a bit more diversity and flavor. Tend to focus on mana and aura. Chakra is a whole different system related to the power of unity, creation and destruction, yin and yang. In my universe, no, that's really cool. Mana and aura, and then this chakra, whole different system. Yeah, that's really cool. There are a lot of ideas that I have for my system that I would love to share, but also I don't really want to share them yet, because obviously, spoilers. Since this is a series that I do want to make, I do have to hold some cards close to my chest. But I will probably yap about most things, as I am just an extremely excited yapper when it comes to things that I am interested in. But again, being an absolute nerd for battle manga and like stuff like that, I'm also just generally interested in, well, interesting and fun power systems. Like, I like One Piece's system a lot, but also, I personally prefer Naruto's power system. I prefer One Piece as a story, as a whole, but as far as power systems go, I really like Naruto's, but I am a big, just massive nerd whenever it comes to like the big three shonen specifically, because I've not really gotten into a whole lot of others, if at all. I meant to get into Hunter x Hunter one time, but then I started reading One Piece, and then I didn't really get into it. Now I am just yapping way too much. One Piece is complicated. I mean, its system isn't that complicated. It's actually pretty simple. Because you've got the devil fruits. Because you've got devil fruits and hockey. And then a few other things that just never really get explained. So you've got like devil fruits, hockey, and then extra stuff like fisherman karate, rokushiki, different types of martial arts, which are kind of in their own vein. But a lot of the stuff... Oh, hang on. Sorry about that. I should hydrate, actually. Blue Blood. Was that a One Piece D&D reference? It's been forever since I've watched that. But yeah, Blue Blood's not like a canon thing, but that is a very cool reference. I'm doing that thing again where I'm not drawing. Alright, there we go. Oh, no, that's green, isn't it? Blue blood is from One Piece D&D Marines. The blood that's in the Vegapunk, like, cyborgs and stuff, that's green, if I remember right. That's specifically just to actually replicate the Paramecia devil fruits inside of them that are already existing. But yeah, because of devil fruits, you have the basic, not basic, but you have like the four types if you got mythical zones, but generally 3 types that are like, you know, the zones, the Paramecias, and the Logias. Personally, my favorite are Logias. Least favorite are zones, just in general. Nothing against them, I just don't personally care too much for them. Yeah, and then you've got hockey, which is the armament, the observation, and the conquerors, and then those come in all sorts of different flavors, because you've got, for example, with armament, you've got basic hardening, where you'll harden your skin. You've got, what's it called, like, coating. I think it's armament coating, where you coat, like, objects, like swords and armor and stuff like that, and hockey. You have emission, where you, like, emit force fields. You have internal destruction. Whole bunch of types of hockey. I like hockey. It's a really cool system. Like, I definitely love hockey. Paramecia is the etc type. Logi is the element. Zone is the animal. Yeah. And then, and then you've got the mythical zones, which are just their own different beasts. But yeah, it's all very interesting. I like it. I might also change up the background music real quick as well. I think I will do the Ruins one. Getting a lot of heartburn, and I do not know why. It is no fun at all. Right, hips. Gotta actually draw those as far as location goes, so I know how the heck this is moving. Anatomy is something I have a decent enough understanding of. As far as drawing goes, it's something that I have worked with a lot, so... Even if my take on it is very basic and simplistic, I think it works for an animation, at the very least. It's very cartoony, but I think it kinda stands out. It doesn't stand out quite as well as other things like Hazbin Hotel or Lackadaisy or anything like that, but it stands out in its own little way, and I like that. the style's not perfect, but I like it. Like, it is my style at the end of the day. And I generally am proud of it. Even if it has a lot more work to go before it's actually anything worth writing home about. What the heck am I doing? That goes that way. Oh wow. Sometimes I have it be flat, sometimes I have it be kind of furry, feathery. Never am consistent with these things. I definitely need to get better about consistency, because that's also something that I mess up a lot. Ultra Kill music goes hard for fighting scenes. Let's see. I don't think I've played Ultra Kill. Is that a game? That's a game, right? No, I'm not sure, actually. I personally prefer to use more calming music whenever I'm actively drawing, though. Just to kind of help me focus a little bit and not get lost in the sauce. I think I used that right. Yeah, it's a game. Yeah, alright. There we go. See, every time I draw them, I get just a little bit better. Alright, this leg's gonna start straightening out around this time. Still got some curvature to it, but not very much. Yeah, sorry about that. I've been coughing a lot. I'm usually a little, I wish I could speak a bit better about actually muting before I do. There we go. Well, that doesn't look good. Much better. Alright. So I guess it would go. You can't get away from it. Man, this looks scuffed no matter what way you look at it. You know, I probably should have actually slept at some point today, or last night, or during the morning, or just at some point in general. And this needs to be moved upward. That looks about right. Strongest power system is able to bend the unity power. It requires centuries amount of training because you are able to bend fabric of reality itself upon complete mastery, which no one's achieved yet other than the 3 firstborn primordials. That is a lot of lore that I am not gonna remember. I have a very small brain. But that sounds pretty cool. I like to keep things a little more grounded, but I do like a bit of ridiculousness. Like, for example, characters shattering islands and stuff. Like I'm thinking the peak of this power system is like I'm thinking the ceiling of this power system is more akin to like a demigod than an actual god. We're just like throwing islands around and shattering them, but not doing any real like divine level stuff. The Void Crow, the Void Crow, me Lord of Stars, and Universe Cluster Dragon. Cool. That is a lot of stuff. That is cool though. I mean, even if I don't know all the things, and I probably will definitely not remember them because my memory is complete garbage, that is really cool. Everyone's got their own passions, and it's always cool to see other people with passions for world building and story making. Just because that is something I can personally relate with. Which is a rarity generally. Because I am a very strange person. I do not find myself relating with people very often on very many things. But in the creative field, it is a completely different story, and that's something that I'm very happy about. Oh, come on. It's going like that. It's going like that. That looks a little goofy, but I think it works. They're part of behind lore most of the time, since they're just protecting the balance of destruction and creation. Yeah, I like a little bit of godly tomfoolery. That's fair. One of my more favorite things when it comes to world building when in relation to storytelling. Sorry, one of my more favorite things when it comes to world building in relation to storytelling is that, like, yeah, usually you'll only want to bring details of the lore to the forefront if they're relevant to the narrative, just because time is always being vied for. However, you always can write deeper, more expansive lore that people can look more into via background hints or supplementary material or things like that. So I can make a world as expansive and as detailed as I want, as in depth as I want it to be wherever I want it to be. And that's something really cool, because I'm probably going to go overboard when it comes to that, because I have a huge knack for mystery elements as well. Having an animated show with a combination of like mystery elements, a lot of character elements, mystery elements, story elements, but also a lot of, fighting combat elements. There's a lot of things that I want to do, and I'm hoping that I can balance them well. Because I want there to be a little bit of something for everyone. Even if, obviously, not everyone is going to be interested in the story. You can't make a story that everyone's going to be interested in. But, there's a little bit of something there for anyone who wants to look into it. Plus, it adds a nice variety of flavor for a whole bunch of things to keep things fresh, and that's nice. I mean, I've been plotting out a lot of more of like midpoints to endpoint stuff as well, just because there's a massive advantage to knowing how and when your story is going to end, over not, because the way a story ends, if it's unsatisfying, it can uproot the whole story up to that point and kind of ruin it for people. And that is especially a tragedy when it comes to an amazing story. and I have very high hopes for my own story, so obviously I've got to keep the ending in mind. Though my ideas for that are ever changing, I have the general idea for what it's going to be plotted out. A few specific scenes plotted out as well, that I'm very excited about. I'll get to that one day though. Oh, that's a bonk. This is way too thin. Why your head so thin, boy? With this original design, before this one, you couldn't fully see the heart. Like the top of the heart, rather than being an eyepiece and a fur pattern, like on his forehead, it was actually his hairline, so usually you wouldn't actually see it over the bangs. And people say they need a nerf. They're meant to be the second strongest power scale, after the literal source of every single existence, the endless void, destruction, nothingness, null, and true light, creation matters, and infinity. That is a lot of very big grand scale things. I'm still not entirely sure of what I want to do for actual gods in this story. I've not thought a whole lot about that. I've been avoiding, like, destiny tropes and stuff like that in general, though I do have a few creative ideas that might be able to utilize them in more clever ways, though I'm not entirely sure yet. And there's a lot of stuff that's still on the drawing board, and a lot of ideas that are still on the cork board. I think that's a cork board. This my multiverse is accidental from their leaking excessive power after they merge together. I think you have mentioned that before, actually. Because that does sound familiar. Oh, come on, Ibis. Why are you gonna be like this? Oh, my ears hurt. So your headphones have been hurting my ears. Don't like to wear them for too long of periods of time. Yeah, it's still kinda wavy. Yeah, we're getting like a proper pattern here. Love that heartache light motif. So good. This hair looks kind of wild here. That's hilarious. Need to loop that wing flappies a little bit. need to add another in between. Just between these two, honestly. Seems like something I definitely need to do. In betweens are so finicky. So many of them to do. Oh yeah, definitely one between these. Got a little too comfortable and almost just passed out. Do plan on making a story about a Church of Unity agent that got sent to a galaxy with one habitable planet and appointed as world executive. Holy moly. Hell of a lot more creative than what I'm cooking up. Damn. Oh, wait, I need to actually add the brushstrokes here. Oh, opacity is still not all the way up. Am I on the right layer? I'm on the right layer. So just you be on the wrong layer one time and you just, whew, it's devastating. Gotta make sure you're on the right layer after that. Yeah, because his wings are not on a separate layer on this one. And what else would you be able to see here at this angle? Heartburn. Needs to keep the balance there, as the dark fourth and lightness, destruction and creation faction also there, building their influence on demonkind and monster, also humankind and humanoids. Holy moly. So there's a whole lot of conflict there then. If I'm not very good for conversation, I'm tired. I'm eepy. I made the mistake of not sleeping. which is a bad thing. Definitely make sure that you're sleeping properly, or else you'll end up like me. Super tired, but needing to actually get work done, so try not to sleep and actually just do work so that you don't just procrastinate the next day. EP mask. That is very accurate. So it's an EP morning stream, which is rare since usually my streams are more so in the night, if ever at all. Considering I don't actually stream all that often, and I'm very inconsistent about whether I will or not. I'm very inconsistent. Definitely something I need to get better at. Why am I scrolling over here? That's the wrong way. That looks too long. What if I thin it out a little, I guess? I'm not sure that helps it. That definitely does not help it. Oh, that looks a little bit better. Doesn't help that I always used to play calm music. Well, off stream, I've just got the most, like, metal banger music of all time playing. Alright, so... okay, so that... is a bit better. That leg goes out there. So both legs are going outward. So this one definitely will need to follow suit. Whatever it is. Follow suit on that. So it goes that way, so it goes that way. So I guess this will just go straight down the middle. Down the stairs we go. I forgot I have alarm set for this time. Well, looks like I don't need them. Alright, that's up, that's side, so this one's gonna be just kinda... more of a 45-degree angle. If I can manage to actually draw that. Because I have bread for brains and bird brains as well. That's not terrible. As part of the Church of Unity, he's able to use the chakra to use his signature ability, Pocket Dimension Storage, Monster Dimension Seal, and Creature Mimicry. Yeah, right Alright, I think I can get a pretty good guess as to what all those do. They sound decently self-explanatory. Let's see how this is looking so far. The leg's fine. Hip movement is mostly fine, I think. Yeah, I need to just actually get the wings going. Scratchy. Alright. That one made me cry. That leg is too long. Or maybe not. Although compared to the legs over here, they seem to kind of get shorter. Well, it's also because they're like differing angles, various different angles. Oh, I just didn't even finish this one. I just left this one. This looks absolutely cursed. This looks horrifying. Basically similar to the Omnitrix and Ghetto Curse manipulation. He's able to summon the monster he sealed inside the dimension and also become that monster. Usually he just changes his hand to throw out fire or shoot lasers or his feet for faster movement. That's cool. So like, you could capture a dragon and specifically summon the wing to guard an attack, or both wings to get flight. Or specifically transform one of his eyes into a basilisk eye to turn someone into stone. Just as an example of that. Oh, that looks much better. Ah, I figured it out. I've cracked the magician's code. Wait, no, wait. Oh, hang on. Ah. Magician's code is cracked. I'm trying not to move backwards on this project just because A, if I do, I'll never get it done on time. And B, it's mostly also just to see my own improvement as I go. See what things I improve on. Me when I open Instagram, comment that face expression. It's terrifying. This face is terrifying. Seen some shit. This is the face of a cold-blooded. This is the face of a cold-blooded killer. 27 missing, 0 found. You'll never find the bodies. Did I not draw the wing over there either? Oh no, I did. It's just like, oh my lord, it's all the way down here. What am I doing? What the hell? I know I'm on something. I like the big poofy wings. Oh, wait. They're supposed to be pushing upward, not downward. No! All of that was for naught. I'm dumb. That's what I should have done. For these ones. But I didn't. Well, you live, you learn. So they're going back upward, which means that this is specifically that doesn't look right. Aw, you can hear the birds. That's pleasant. Yeah, it should be going in the middle, right? Yeah, well, my line of logic here was that this is the joint, that it's like moving. So, the in-between would have the joint up here, but then the edge of the wing all the way down here, which is below where it is here, but that line of logic didn't exactly track. I think that tracks a little better. Little bit. Still very floofy. Too floofy. That's too small. Character name is Drain. He formerly was part of Darkforth, but soon joined Church of Unity after he was able to control his two-personality problem. This is very interesting. Split personality stuff is always a really cool thing to mess around with. Even I mess around with it a little bit. Though the character who has it, it may be hard to actually tell that they have it. Oh, what am I doing? That's not correct at all. It's all the way down here. For some ungodly reason. I could not tell you why. Even though I drew it. It's not terrible. The Zerstörung, German word for destruction, just picked it out of Translate. Zerstörung. Zerstörung. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right. I'll do that a lot with Latin. I need to actually learn the language to more properly use it, but I will do that a lot with Latin. Clothing. That's the thing I need to draw. He's a bird, but he's one with style. Thank you very much. That's still not long enough. He still has friggin' baby legs. Damn it, Phoenix. Why do I have to keep extending your legs? Leg extensions are not cheap, Phoenix. Why do I gotta keep getting these surgeries? Damn it, Phoenix. Why did you want to be taller, Phoenix? You can fly. Your height doesn't matter. You can literally fly. Why did you order 15 leg extensions? I didn't even know that was possible. Oh no, that was a bonk. That was a very loud bonk, I think. Sorry about that. Get a notification. Oh, hey, LeBlanc. How's it going? I'm just doing a quick morning stream. I did not sleep last night, so I'm very tired and probably will be sleeping after I end the stream. I'm planning on going for another hour, but it's very nice of you to drop in. Alright. But yeah, I've just kind of been yapping and also kind of coasting. Why no Eep? I don't know. I kind of stayed up all night procrastinating on doing my actual work that I'm supposed to be getting done. So now I'm doing it after not sleeping. I really gotta start learning how to procrastinate in my sleep. Might save me a little bit of time. I also gotta start actually drawing the flower on them. I don't draw it enough. God, I cannot get over this face. I'll definitely have to fix that in line art. But for now, it's hilarious. Okay, that might be enough in betweens. I still have to actually do this one, but let me take a step back and look at it real quick. It's still a little choppy. I gotta actually get way better at the fluidity of the in-betweens. I'm not very great with that. Oh, that was bonk. I'm thinking I'll also change up the music a little here in just a moment. Ooh, the shovelers. Not you. Ah, here we go. A classy theme. For only the most cupped of gangsters. Swig. Toast. What do you think of the new guy? Oi, boss. I think he needs to be taught a lesson. That I do. I'm going so crazy I'm even talking to myself in funny voices. Oi, that I do, bruv. You've got to go down. You're an enemy of the shufflers. You're on shuffler territory now. Holy moly, that was loud. I'm doing that thing again where I'm not drawing and not making any progress. Now, I need that to go out here just a little more. There we go. It's much better. Alright, that's enough of the shovelers. Or is it? Aha, you got bamboozled. And that's enough of that. Oh my god, I can't believe I completely forgot about this name. I've been going straight to Honeydew Cabin when I could have been playing Relaxation the whole time. This game has so much good music. The Dark Fourth executive that got sent to the world is Axis Ivana, specialized in corruption and mind control. Female, shade race, while the lightness is Ivankov Tress, Seraphim race, specialized in creation and war. Fun fact, Seraphim is actually the plural version of Seraph. Right. I have two references right here. Don't know what the heck I'm doing. Let's get that a little farther out. I think that's good. Oh, that does not look good. Not sure about that one. Maybe like that? Nah, that's not it either. You know, maybe I shouldn't keep playing music that puts me to sleep. That might not be a great idea. Currently in a frog war. I wouldn't call it much of a war. It's more so you're getting your ass kicked. They do each have followers that join them, of course. And they usually make the creature, or the so-called god of that planet, the one who do their bidding instead. They simply command them. Oh wow. Is it the frogs? Beats down. Then it beats up, then back down again. It's way too complicated. Did I draw the outfit on the other one? Kind of. Not all of it. I mean, I can remember this part fairly easily, but I may as well just get it out of the way anyway. Just to be safe rather than sorry. Those stretches were painful. Not actually, but like not painful, but I can definitely feel the effects of not sleeping. Oh, hand cramps are back. Remember, fellas, if you're ever using your hands a lot, hand stretches are always important to remember. Do not be like me and constantly forget to actually do them. They're very helpful. If you actually remember them, of course. Alright, now where was I? Alright. Goofy Goober. Yeah, his face doesn't really change, actually. I can just kind of do that as a one-to-one. Okay, it changes a little bit. But nothing too serious. Nothing too significant or noticeable, so... I do love his beak, because it's like a little mouth, but it's also like a beak. Like you can see when he's smiling with it. You can also see when he's frowning with it. It's surprisingly expressive. Oh my god. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's surprisingly expressive. User changes a bit. It's common that the Dark Fourth, Lightness and Unity start a meeting to understand each other's plans, like which faction dominates that era, the era of awakening, peace, or dissonance, or war. Well, the era of war does not sound all too pleasant to live in. I think I'd like to not live in that one. Definitely want to not live in that one. awakening and peace is when the lightness is more dominant while chaos is slowly building up more and more, creating dissonance and enter the era of war. Yeah, no thank you, no war please. I wanna not live in the war. Me no likey. Alright, let me... Oh, no, come on. There we go. So this is gonna be pretty in between both of those. Essentially doing its own thing. LeBlanc probably thinks we're already in an era of war. Frog war. Yeah, like it or not, it's a reality of life in general. It's not out of control. It's just a process of life. Yeah, still, I'd rather not. Just like, yeah, I'd rather not live in war. Just not a very fun experience overall. Did I do that right? Green, black. Okay, cool. Ah, right. I actually have to draw the direction it's in. Might actually read into the monophone whenever it starts up again. Though I'm not sure if that's the greatest idea because the monophone is chaotic. Oh, it turns a little bit. Cool. Oh, that's not an eyeball. Wait, is it? Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, what is that then? Eyeball. Gap. Pattern. Oh, wait. No, that makes sense. Oh, wait, no, that makes perfect sense. I don't know how I blanked out on that. Yeah, that's the area with the eye bits. Of course there's a gap there. I am bird brain today. I am just so bird brain. Here we are. That's a little better. Now I can draw the flowy hair. It's always my favorite. Holy moly, that's a lot of moving. Gentle frog. The current overworld god under control is the god of demonkind, Abraxas. Hey, that's an Egyptian name. God of monsters, Vaxis. While the lightness one is goddess of light Fane, and god of creation, Sonata. Drain controls the elemental gods such as thunder, fire, water, and plant life. That's pretty cool. I know I don't have a whole lot of like interesting stuff to actually say, but it is very cool. I do think it's cool. But I am sorry about my lack of having a whole lot of brain right now. It's all feathers up here. Like, it's nothing but feathers in here right now. Oh my god, so many in-betweens already that have actually been done. I mean, if you count the sketches. And then plenty more to do still. It just looks too choppy, and I don't like that. This one looks a bit more flowy. So I think I got a bit better about it, but I still have to get more better. But that is the learning process. Try listening to Fallen Blood from Epic Battle Fantasy 4 OST. If I wanted to play exciting music, I have a lot of options that I could choose from. Like my main man, Katakuri. All rise for the Church of Katakuri, gotta spread the good word of the Mochi Lord. I be glazing Katakuri the way he be glazing them donuts. Alright, let me dupe that. I guess I should make it a closed loop. Actually, maybe, yeah. Yeah, and I'm very eepy. So I'm gonna end it about half an hour early. I've overestimated my ability to keep going. I'm actually gonna see if I can find a raid target, as that is not a thing that I do very much. Let's see who else is doing art. Let's see. Alright. Art training arc part 2, Inami VT. That seems cool. Or I'll tell Raven and Cage. Oh, come on.
And 50.
Yeah, she seems cool. Alright, we're gonna raid to this person. Just another little audience. I mean, big compared to mine, but generally small. And also artiste. But they seem cozy enough.